6:15 my alarm went off today. It's Sunday. It better be a good reason for this. There is actually. Going north of Hadrian's Wall, going to Scotland for the first time in 50 years on this planet to watch West Ham United play. Rangers at Ibrox. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm going up there with my son, who has found himself a new occupation in life. He is the West Ham Massive's new cameraman. Or is it a camera person? I could get cancelled for that. Anyway, we're here at Ebbsfleet International Railway Station, waiting for the train to turn up. 7:50 is apparently the time it's gone. We've got to go to St Pancras, then walk across up the Euston Road to London Euston Station, get the train up to Glasgow Central, should get us there for around about 2:10, its estimated time of arrival. Then get the subway, it's like their version, Scotland's version, Glasgow's version of the London Underground, over to Ibrox, and then obviously on from there. Looking forward to seeing Ibrox itself, seen photographs many times, an iconic stadium. Really looking forward to this one. Rangers are a bit further ahead in their pre-season prep than we are, so I think they'll be firing on all cylinders. Obviously, as well, they're in front of their home fans, so they'll want to put one over an English team. They always do. They always raise their game when a team from south of the border turns up. So, could be a really, really stiff test. All I'm hoping for is that we give a good account of ourselves. Few of the younger players get minutes. I was really impressed with 𝐓𝐸𝐿 against Stevenage, but this will be another step up the levels for him. But I hope he gets some minutes. Obviously, other players I'm looking forward to see. Lamadrid, I think he's looked positive in pre-season. And other players that I think will be, I'm interested to sort of see some more of. The likes of 𝐀𝐑𝐄𝐕𝐄𝐿 as well. He looks like he's going to be a really important player, I believe, in terms of our promotion push this season, fingers crossed. So anyway, this is going to be a little vlog that I'm putting together ahead of the Rangers game. There'll be intermittent things that I'll record over the next day or two. So come and join us on the journey. If you're new around here, do us a favour, drop a like on the stream, give us a hype if you've got one available, get your comments in the section below, share this on your socials, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. I'll try and get the QR code top left, but if it's not, you might have to go old school and just subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification and all of that good stuff. Join us on the journey. So we got the first train, Ebbsfleet to St Pancras. First leg is underway of the journey to Glasgow, and special bonus, we actually managed to get a seat with a table. Our luck's in. That's the first leg complete, getting off at St Pancras now. Now we got to go to Euston. Now just leaving Euston. Made it to Glasgow Central. Oh look, club shop and a museum, I believe. They are the historic Rangers gates. Statue of the legendary Rangers manager Walter Smith. And the historic main stand, the Bill Struth main stand, just there. See a bit more of it as we go around. But also there, another statue, nod to the history of Rangers. In memory of the 66 fans who tragically died at Stairwell 13, 6th of Jan 1971. Touch of history there. Here we go. Right, so this is a little bit of a better shot of the iconic main stand of Ibrox. That is proper history there, proper old school architecture, a bit of a modern sort of bit thrown in as well. Absolute top banana. One of the other things that I've clocked as well, clearly a load of ex-players here for a pre-season friendly, all in collar and tie. And one of the things that I was always told about Rangers as a football club in terms of the standards that they set, and I don't know if this still happens, but I know that they used to, all the players before a game would meet at the training ground. They'd all get in changing rooms, they'd all be in a collar and tie, club suit, club tie, all of that before coming to the ground. I don't know if they still do that, mind. That just gives you an idea about the standards that this club sets. Another shot of the main stand there. It's absolutely huge. Look at it. Whew. That's not an athletic stadium now, is it? You know that's a football stadium. Another set of gates. I never knew that. They got two sets of gates. Maybe there's another couple. I don't know. There you go. By sheer coincidence, look who I bumped into. Anton from the West Ham Network. He's looking fine.
Oh,
Fresh. So, Anton, pre-season friendlies now starting to ramp up in intensity. This will be our toughest test as far as our summer programme is concerned. What are your expectations? Are you looking for the win? Are you looking for a performance? Are you looking to see some of the academy players being involved? What are your thoughts?
Listen, we're getting closer to the season starting. I'm aware what pre-season is all about. We need to get players up to fitness. I think the fans base need to have that mindset. What was the season? We won every single game and then got relegated, and then the season we lost every game and we done well. So we have to be aware that that's what pre-season is. But we're here for the party. We want to see a good performance. You know, for me, it's on my doorstep, so I want to see West Ham turn up. My kids see it. You've travelled up today, so we want a good performance. But essentially, we've kept most of our squad together, and that's the thing that I'm happy about. I want to see that blend of youth, the players that are going to step up for the pre-season in the summer, moving into the new season, and see what we're capable of. Like on the park, I want to see what the fitness levels are at. I want to see who's got that fight, that desire. But equally, it is pre-season, 𝐀𝐑𝐄𝐍'𝐶, so we need to be mindful that the priority is minutes in the legs, come away safe, prepare for what's the most important thing, which is getting ourselves up back to where we belong.
Out of the players that have been used from the academy, so we've obviously had, I mean, for me, the other night, we was actually lucky enough to be, my cameraman and myself, to be at Stevenage on Wednesday night, and 𝐼𝐸 I thought was outstanding, and I'm a little bit sad for him that he hasn't got the opportunity again today to carry that momentum on. I'm sure he'll come on in the second half, but who's, as far as the academy players are concerned, that for the forthcoming season, do you think are really going to make a play for a first-team berth?
I think the real interesting one, really, let's be realistic, is going to be the focus on Freddie Potts, innit? Like, we cannot take away from the fact that he has spent 2 seasons in the lower leagues and nobody wanted him gone from those clubs. So for me, even though he's had a bit of first-team success-ish last year, I think this is going to be the big one for him, and to see what he's capable of doing, transferring that experience, because he is, in theory, our most experienced championship player. So we need to lean on his experience of what it's like to travel midweek every 3 or 4 days, to turn up week in and week out and show them what they're capable of. And he's West Ham through and through. So I think that's the one we need to focus on. Of course, I'm focused on the players you're talking about. Got all the young ones, Ajala, all that. But realistically, do I think they're going to feature as much as maybe we think? Well, if we're keeping Tati, if we're keeping Pablo, if we're keeping Bowen, like, who's going to get in amongst them right now? And that's what's going to be interesting.
Do you not think that maybe 𝐷𝐻𝐻𝐾𝐈𝐿 𝐶𝐾𝐈𝐿 I think
I think he's another one. Of course, listen, I rate him highly. I think he's going to be a future star for us. So, absolutely. I think in terms of, I was just maybe focusing on the homegrown youth talent. But I do think 𝐂𝐑𝐈𝐒 is top-notch. But again, we don't really know what Nuno's going to set up like. And I don't really know if we're going to know, even going into this Portsmouth game, what he's going to set up with. Because we've got, as things stand, in the midfield, right now, if I said to you, choose the 2 midfielders, what are you choosing?
It's difficult, isn't it?
It's difficult. So I don't know what we're going to see today, and I think we're absolutely going to see 2 variations of teams. We know that. We're going to see lots of substitutions used. I want minutes in the legs. I want to see do you know what I want to see, 𝐀𝐑𝐄𝐍'𝐶? A style of football.
Yeah.
I want to see an identity, something we've been missing for such a long time, that I believe Nuno found at the tail end of last season. Plugged all the way at the end, but I want to see an identity.
Yeah. Is there any players on the Rangers side of things today that you're looking at and thinking, that's the guy that we've got to try and shackle to maximise our chances?
Interestingly enough, they signed, is it Dan Neil?
Yep.
Player we were linked to several years ago from Sunderland. I thought that was actually quite an interesting signing. I don't know where he's at in terms of, you know, no disrespect to the opposition, but, you know, a couple of years ago he was linked to quite a lot of high-level maybe even top 6 Premier League clubs. But, you know, living in Scotland, I don't support anyone in Scotland, so I don't really follow the Scottish League, so I don't really know. I think they've made some changes. They've signed, the one player I do know is they've signed a striker called Shankland, who scored a lot of goals in the Premier League last year, and I think our defence has to just be at bay, because I think in the Championship there's a lot of goal scorers, 20-odd goal scorers. So Shankland's probably going to be a good test for that side of things. Can we keep quiet a player that likes to score 20-odd goals in a season?
Might be tricky.
Yeah, might be tricky. 100%.
Final thoughts from you? What's the score prediction?
Well, I was here 4 years ago. We didn't have a good day at the office, and we took a bad injury in 𝐼𝐸 but I just want to see a little bit more success, having the kids here and stuff like that. But I think it could be an interesting game. I'll go 4-2 West Ham. 𝐀𝐑𝐶.
Excellent. I'm going to say, do you know what? Rangers, we have to recognise Rangers they're further ahead in their pre-season preparation than we are. They're the home team. This is their last outing before they actually start the season in earnest. I think this will be a tough test. I think if we can get anything out of today, I think that gives us a real sort of boost going forwards to the Magdeburg game, and then obviously beyond that, Portsmouth game. I always find it tricky to sort of like back against the boys, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say 2-2.
2-2. There we go. Desmond. Come on, you Irons.
Come on, you
Irons.
So I just wanted to provide a summary of that game at Ibrox. I say a game, it was actually really poor in terms of the quality that was served up from both teams, but I'm more concerned with West Ham United's angle. I guess from an Rangers perspective, I'd probably be concerned that given that they're further along in their prep than we are, that they couldn't break us down. But I'm not really interested in them. For West Ham, we were slow, ponderous, lacking in creativity, craft, invention, all of the things that I think at certain points during the course of the championship season we're going to need to call upon, and I just don't see that we've got it. Left wing options, we're down to James Ward-Prowse and Maxwell Cornet. I appreciate we've just lost Crescencio Somerville, who would have occupied that spot on the left wing. But James Ward-Prowse, as far as I'm aware, never played left wing in his life. And Maxwell Cornet, yes, okay, he can play there. The guy's perpetually injured. He's not going to be able to last a 48-game championship season. If that's where we are, that's a damning indictment of the capabilities, the strength of the squad, relatively speaking. In terms of the game itself, there's not really much to talk about. I don't remember their goalkeeper having a save to make of any note. I thought Mansfield Manson did a few more bits and pieces, claimed a couple of crosses, saved a couple of shots. There was one shot, I think, if I remember right, it was from a free kick in the second half that he made, but probably the bulk of them were saves and claims that you would expect a goalkeeper of that standard to be able to make. So, look, here we are. I'm travelling back to London now from Glasgow Central down to London Euston on the train. And Nuno and Karim Barani, and you may have seen the match preview, or the match review, excuse me, that Charlie and I did. If you haven't, go and have a look. But we were both concerned. We're both sitting there and saying, if that is the team in terms of personnel, in terms of shape, that's a concern. Pablo, I'm sorry. Yes, he works hard. I get that. But that's a prerequisite, isn't it? You need to provide something else. And I just don't see he's doing it. Now, I know he doesn't set the price, but he's nowhere near a £20 million player. He's probably a £2 million player, truth be told. There's some real alarm bells that I've got going off at the minute. Some real alarm bells. Like I say, central midfield, Lamadrid. I thought he was a wide player. And he's probably been one of our better players in pre-season. Is that where he's going to be used? I mean, I just sort of sit there and go, would it not make more sense? Because I thought Lamadrid was a wide player. I was expecting to see Lamadrid pop up on the left and James Ward-Prowse to be central. I don't know. I'm hoping Nuno knows what he's doing, because I'm sitting here and I'm just shaking my head and I just can't make head nor tail of it. But the season's fast approaching. We've got one pre-season friendly left away in Germany against Magdeburg. Then we've got the Carling Cup game. I'm showing you there, the Carabao Cup game against Portsmouth at London Stadium. Then we've got the season opener away at Burnley, and that is when the season begins for me in earnest. And I'm not throwing away the Portsmouth tie, but it's all about the pushing towards the Premier League this season. And I've got some
some big alarm bells. No signings made. You could turn around and say Lamadrid, but let's be honest, he was already in the building, albeit on loan. We've just done the paperwork, the correspondence to make that permanent. We've made no signings. There's no one in the club now that wasn't involved with the club at the conclusion of the Premier League season. You need fresh faces. You need fresh impetus, fresh ideas. Even if it was just maybe 2 or 3 players, you'd go, okay, that's something. I think we might need more than that. But in terms of them bedding into the squad, in terms of them getting to know the players, their surroundings, the coaching team, just getting that comfortability factor, they're going to come in and they're going to be virtually straight into the season if we do start to make signings. And again, it's very, very reminiscent of last season when we got a lot of the transfer business done quite late in the day, and we all know how last season turned out. So, serious concerns. They are growing by the day where we don't make signings. They are growing by the day. We're running out of road. I hope that Nuno knows what he's doing. I hope that Karim and Nils and Daniel are all trying to get business done. We need signings today. We need signings now. We needed signings last week, in my opinion. But that game yesterday is a stark reminder, a real sort of reality check for where we are as far as I'm concerned. Like I say, James Ward-Prowse and Maxwell Cornet are our left-wing options. Let that sink in just for a moment. And then once it's sunk in, you appreciate the problem we've got at hand. But really concerning. But let me know what you think in the comments section below. If you're new to the channel, give us a subscribe. Like the stream, hype the stream, and share it onto your socials, all of that good stuff. Let me know your thoughts. Were you there at the game? Did you watch it on the stream from home? Let me know what your observations were and where you think we are. Am I panicking? Or do you think that maybe there's some serious concerns there for you as well? Get your comments in the section below. We'll get stuck into that. See you next time. Come on, you Irons.